All right, so good evening there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sanjay Singh, and I'm your host for today's program. And we are going to talk on this topic called how to conduct great sales interviews and what exactly to look forward when you are looking at a sales interview. So, great friends, before I start the program, let me just set quick rules. So, all those of you who have joined me on Zoom, please put your sound on mute and please ensure that your videos is off so that we can save on the precious bandwidth. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. And ensure ensure that when you want to talk, you should you should just unmute yourself so that when you want to talk, we can talk to each other. All right. So the stage is all set. We are looking at Instagram Live, Zoom, and YouTube. So, all my friends on Instagram and YouTube, you're welcome for this live streaming online. And the topic for today is what to look for in a sales interview and how do you select a good salesperson? What exactly do you want to look at when you select a good salesperson? And how do you go about conducting the sales interview? Fantastic. And I have a very special guest of honor today, Mr. Jeet Vader. Are you there? Can you just put your video on? Mr. Jeet Vader. Okay, we have people joining in there. All right. Is Mr. Jeet Vader there? No, I can't see Mr. Jeet Vader yet.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I can
Can
see
you hear
Jeet Vader.
me?
Yes, Jeet, you are welcome to this program. I can hear you, Jeet. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have our special guest today, Mr. Jeet Vader. And Jeet is a fellow sales trainer. He, he runs a company called pitchperfect.co.in. So, Jeet, I welcome you to today's edition of Sales Ki Pathshala. And before we begin the program, if you could just quickly introduce yourself and give your opening remarks on today's topic, Jeet. Think there is a problem with
Is it
your
clear
audio,
now?
Jeet. So, Jeet, will get back to you. Just set your audio correctly and put your video off so that all of us can hear you.
Okay,
After by Sagar,
sure.
please put your video off so that we can save on the bandwidth. All right, we are all set. I once again want to remind you that our guest faculty today is Mr. Jeet Vader, who runs a company called pitchperfect.co.in. He is an international sales trainer, and he's going to join me today to give his views on today's program. All right, fantastic. Wonderful. How to conduct sales interviews? What should you look for when you're doing a sales interview? That's the topic today. And before I move on with the topic, I want to start with a small caveat. And my small caveat is, are you a great recruiter? Because they say that only good recruiters will get good recruits. So if you are a hopeless recruiter, then you will not be able to get good recruits. So please understand, friends, that I'm not only selecting a salesperson, I'm also in a forum where the salesperson is trying to select me. So the interviewer and the interview both are under test. I'm sure you understand what I mean. The interviewer and the interview both are under test. And if you are a great recruiter, you'll get good recruits. And just some quick tips how to become a good recruiter. So a good recruiter always creates a non-threat atmosphere for his students or for his interviewees. The good recruiter always creates a conversation and builds humor on the table, selects and gets selected. You know what I mean? It is not only you who's selecting, but even the other person is selecting you. And you are very clear about what you are looking for. Very good. I assume and pray that most of you in this room here are very clear with all these topics. Fantastic. Let's move ahead with the good topic on the right with the assumption that you are a good recruiter. Yes, I'm moving ahead with the assumption that you are a good recruiter. Mr. Gharjare, please put your video off so that we save on the bandwidth. Gharjare, please put your video off. All right, thank you very much. So the first thing that we look for when we are trying to select a salesperson is check for the right attitude. And this is a very cliche statement because हर आदमी आजकल यही बोल रहा है, positive attitude होनी चाहिए, check for the right attitude. But I want to ask people in this room, how do you check for the right attitude? And before I move forward, let me tell you friends that attitude एक ऐसी चीज है जो दुकान में नहीं मिलती. तो दुनिया का कोई भी ट्रेनर एटीट्यूड बिल्ड नहीं कर सकता और करेगा भी तो बहुत समय लगता है. So it is a very difficult task to build the right attitude in a person. So I always say that when you select a salesperson, always go for the person with the right attitude. Skill set थोड़ा कम रहेगा चलेगा. You know, if the person has slightly less skill set, it is okay. There is no problem. But if the attitude is poor, then there is a lot of problem, friends. So check for the right attitude. Now it's very easy for me to say that check for the right attitude, but the question is, how do you check for the right attitude? How do you know that the person sitting on the other side of the table is a person with the right attitude? All right, let me just check up who are the people inside the room. Sanjay Sharma, Aftab Javed, Amit Kulchand, Anurag Kulkarni, you're welcome. Arun Lanjewar, Ashutosh Soni, Abhinash Nikash. All right, CP Parki, Chandar Khem Chandani, welcome guys. Mr. Devendra Chopade, Dheeraj Bhagat, Eva Puri, Harry Potter. Oh my God, we have Harry Potter as well. Hasmukh Bhai Thakral, you're all welcome. Kamlesh Daga, Kushal Gandhi, Meena Kale. All right, we have a whole lot of people coming in. All right, fantastic. I'm told that our YouTube is also full. My first question to you, how do you check for the right attitude in a salesperson? And when I say check for the right attitude, what I mean, the fear of unknown index. If the person does not fear the unknown, he has the right attitude for sales. Now, what do I mean by fear of unknown? You know, when you tell a person during an interview that could you jump off from this table, or if you tell someone in an interview, can you climb the wall? All right, Mr. Pradeep Jain, can you please put your video off? Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. So I want to give a task. I want to give a task to a salesperson to see whether the person fears the unknown or not. So, you know, normally these tasks are called I am possible task. So you know the difference. There is something called impossible, and the salesman would say that, yes, I am possible. He doesn't look at impossible. He looks at I am possible. All right. So if I give a assignment to someone during an interview that this is a pen, you have to write with this pen, but unfortunately the pen doesn't have ink. So can you write a pen with no ink? Yeah, you understand what I mean? Okay. And all right, Aftab Javed says my audio is not clear. Can you please confirm whether you're getting my audio clear or not? Can you just write yes if my audio is clear?
It's clear. It's clear.
Okay, so Aftab bhai, maybe there's some audio problem at your end. So if I give an assignment to a salesperson, I'm just giving one example. कि ये पेन है, इस पेन से लिखिए, but इस पेन में ink नहीं है. All right, and I will get two kinds of salespeople. एक salesman जो मेरे सामने बैठा है, वो मुझे बोलेगा कि सर क्या मजाक कर रहे हैं आप? How can I write with a pen which does not have ink inside it? Another salesman will look for ways and means of how he can write with the pen with no ink. And that's what I call the fear of unknown. If you understand what I mean, and let me quickly check out with someone here. So let me ask someone here. Okay, Mr. Mayur Gadbail. Mr. Mayur, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Mayur. So just give your introduction fast so that we know about you.
I'm Mayur from Maximus, and I am under business development. I work as business development, sir.
All right, wonderful, Mr. Mayur. So if I give you a pen without ink and I tell you to write, what will you do?
So I will start writing.
But my assignment is I want you to write, but the pen does not have ink. So even if you start writing, you cannot write, and I
Yeah.
will fail you in the assignment. So what exactly will you do? All right, Mr. Mayur is thinking, and
Yes.
that's exactly what I'm trying to say, friends. So
Okay.
if I put the pen and somewhere if I look for some color in my body, if I look for some color around me, or if I don't get any color, if I start rubbing the pen on the wall and I get a color from the wall and then I start writing, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Got your point.
The salesman has to look for ways and means within the impossible. Thank you very much, Mayur, for that participation. You can go mute there.
Thank you, sir.
So let me at this juncture invite Mr. Jeet Vader. Jeet, is your audio good? Jeet, can you please come online?
Yes, I think it should be.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Jeet. Now your audio is perfect. So, Jeet, we have been talking about, actually, we missed your audio in the introduction. So could you quickly reintroduce yourself, Jeet?
Yes, I run a company called Pitch Perfect India. Started the company in 2017, and we help other companies to get their customers' attention in less than 30 seconds, and also increase the sales closure ratio. And we also have expertise in hiring salespeople pan India, right fit salespeople pan India for our customers. That is
Fantastic. So you know now why Jeet is there as guest faculty here. He has a specialization in hiring salespeople of the right acumen for their clients. And he's also a fellow sales trainer. So Jeet, you're welcome to the program and great to have you. Please stay with the program as we move forward. We'll ask you questions, Jeet. Right now at this juncture, we are checking out
Thank you,
on
Sanjay.
attitude of the salesperson, Jeet. So what is your opinion? Do you think that a trainer can train a salesperson on his attitude, or do you think it's a better idea to get the salesperson with the right attitude? What do you feel?
Well, training someone on his attitude is going to take a long time, as you said. So if you want to hire someone, it's always recommended to use certain interview techniques and find out what kind of attitude they have. Do they have the attitude to learn? Do they have attitude to unlearn? Do they have a positive thinking? And if you can use a lot of star method interview techniques, which is based on a lot of questions on situation, task, action, and results. So it will give you a lot of information about how will the candidate behave in certain situations.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jeet. So you agree that we need to select people with the right attitude, and the method to go around that is give a task to the person sitting on the other side of the table, which looks like impossible, and then look for the attitude that the person is exhibiting to try to make it possible. And that journey from impossible to possible is the tenacity and the attitude that we are really looking for in the salesperson. All right, fantastic. Let us move to the next skill set which we require in a salesperson. The next skill set that I require in a salesperson is his probing skills. जी हाँ दोस्तों, सेल्स मैनेजर जो आपके सामने बैठा है इंटरव्यू के लिए, उसके अंदर जिज्ञासा कितनी है? What is the kind of curiosity he has got in his mind? Does he ask questions or does he answer questions? And that's very typical, because when you ask questions, you have got curiosity in your mind, you're trying to find an answer. When you answer questions, you have got preparation in your mind and you are trying to come from the domain of preparation. मेरी बात को थोड़ी अच्छे से समझिए दोस्तों, जब आप सवाल पूछते हैं तो आप अननोन की दुनिया में जाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. You try to travel the journey to the world of unknown because you're asking questions. But when you give answers, you try to play the game within the realm of known. And for me, a salesperson is someone who always try to go to the journey of unknown, because he goes to the realm of unknown tries to understand the customer better and then tries to answer the question. So let me just quickly cross check whether my things have reached the right ears or not. All right. So let me just go and find someone new. Meena Kale. Meena Kale, can you please unmute yourself? Meena Kale, can you unmute yourself so that I can talk to you? No? All right, I'm not reaching Meena Kale. Let me find someone else. All right, Mithilesh Lohi. Mr. Mithilesh Lohi.
Yes, sir. Hi.
All right, Mithilesh, you're welcome. Can you quickly introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi. My name is Mithilesh Lohi. I'm working with Ajmera Tires as a HR manager.
All right, fantastic. So the HR manager himself is there. Mithilesh, you're welcome. So Mithilesh, if I ask you a question, there are two ways in which you can respond. One is by giving an answer and another is by giving a counter question. Which one would you like to do, Mithilesh?
Question.
All right, so let me ask Mithilesh a question. So Mr. Mithilesh, why do you want to join my company?
What is your company about? What is
Well, I'm from Ajmera Tires, and Ajmera Tires is one of the leading distributors of tires in central India. So why is it that you want to join my company?
leading mean what? Means you are growing or you are on that platform or you are number one or what?
All right, dosto. So you have seen one kind of reaction. Now I will play the game Ulta. So Mithilesh, you ask the same question to me and let me exhibit how a salesman will reply to your question. Yes, Mithilesh.
Why you are wanted to join the Ajmera Tires?
So first of all, sir, thank you so much that you are giving me an opportunity to talk to you. And since you have raised this question that why I want to join Ajmera Tires, actually, I wanted to know something more about the company, which will make me decide why I want to join Ajmera Tires. So could you tell me something more about your company, sir?
Ajmera Tires is the leading brand, growing brand, which is dealing with the multiple brands of tires. We have 7 stores in market and we are having a target pan India based not the stores.
All right. So Mr. Mithilesh, thank you so much for that. But what is the kind of growth metrics that a sales manager will have in your organization?
Let me tell you, our target is to pan India 202 stores, right? Till 2030. So it itself shows the target which we have. It is a growth and it comes with the growth.
All right, fantastic, Mithilesh. So Mithilesh is doing well as an HR manager, but ladies and gentlemen, I think you understand what I mean. I'm asking questions, although I'm the interviewer, but मैं ही सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ इंटरव्यूअर को. और अगले बार जब कोई सेल्समैन आपके सामने बैठा है और आपसे बहुत सारे सवाल पूछ रहा है, बुरा मत मानिए, क्योंकि ये फितरत है सेल्समैन की कि वो सवाल पूछता है. So a lot of times in an interview, I find that people get angry that why the hell are you asking me so many questions? Yes, it is important that the person should ask you relevant questions. He should not ask you irrelevant questions. He should not say कि मिथिलेश सर आप मुझे कितना तनख्वाह देने वाले हैं, मिथिलेश सर आप मेरी promotion कब करने वाले हैं. No, these are irrelevant questions right now. So my second skill set, the second skill set that I'm looking forward to is, does the person sitting in front of me have probing skills? And to understand the nature of probing skills, I often ask him questions which I try to understand that is he able to answer my question with a relevant question or not. And that's a very specific skill, Fred. While interviewing a sales manager, if you find that the person sitting on the other side of the table is asking you a lot of relevant questions, feel happy about it. You are sitting with a good candidate, because for me, a salesman who does not ask questions, who only gives answers, is a stupid bloke. I'm using very harsh words. A person who does not ask questions can be anything other than a sales manager, because a salesperson is someone who asks questions, who asks relevant questions. So Shakuntala Singh, please put your video off. Please put your video off. All right, thank you. So friends, that's the second question, second skill set that I'm looking at. All right, let's move to the third skill set now. Let's move to the third skill set now. And the third skill set that I'm looking for is comprehension skills. I'm looking for comprehension skills in a person who is sitting with me for an interview. And what do I mean by comprehension skills? By comprehension skills, I mean that the person should be able to comprehend the scenario that I'm putting forward to him. All right. Now, how do I do that? If I ask, if I give a kind of case study to a person, and if I put a lot of if then else condition in it, and if I'm now waiting for the person to move forward, right? And if the person is not able to find out the correlation in my story, then he doesn't have very good comprehension skills. So if I give a story with a lot of if then else conditions, and I then ask a question to the customer and see how he's able to respond, that means the person has got great comprehension skills. So at this juncture, let me quickly ask Jeet Vadir. Jeet, can you please come online, Jeet?
Yes.
All right, friends. So Jeet is our guest faculty today, CEO of a company called pitchperfect.co.in. Jeet is a fellow sales trainer. And I want to ask Jeet that if I have to check the comprehension skills of a candidate during the sales interview, how do I check the comprehension skills, Jeet? What are your ideas about techniques to check the comprehension skill of a person?
Well, in the interview questions, as I said earlier, if you use the STAR method, it really urges the candidate to tell a linear story. So from the story, interviewers can understand or identify a sense of judgment in the candidate that might not be visible in more generic skill-based interview questions. So essentially, the STAR method requires a candidate to explain a prior work situation, which helps in providing details regarding certain tasks that are required, what actions the candidate took to achieve those tasks, and the results of the situation. So
Fantastic.
interviewers should ask a lot of situation-based questions, to their candidates so that they can understand the unsaid.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jeet, for that answer. Star question. Ask a star question to your candidate. And what is a star question? A star question is a question which depicts a scenario, which depicts a case, which has a lot of if then else conditions. And then you see how the candidate responds to your question within the if then else dragnet. All right. Thank you so much, Jeet, for your response there. Friends, it's so super awesome. Nice. Great to see almost about 73 people on Zoom and a whole lot of them on Instagram Live and YouTube. Fantastic, guys. If any one of you has any question, you can please put them in the chat box so that as I move along, I can answer your question. You can also post your question to Jeet, who is our guest faculty today. Fantastic. Wonderful. Great. Okay, Soumyata, Squadron Leader Soumyata Singh, can you unmute yourself? Soumyata is not audible. Okay, let me take someone else. Okay, Mr. Aditya Daga, can I talk to you? Aditya Daga? Aditya?
Hello. Yes, sir.
Hi, Aditya. Good evening and welcome to the
Hi,
program.
good
Can
evening.
you quickly
Thank you.
introduce yourself for the benefit of audience?
Hi, I'm Aditya Daga. I am at, we have a manufacturing firm for disposable surgical products like face masks, PPE kits, and all those kits. And we are a family business, 30-year-old family business company.
From which city?
Amravati, Maharashtra.
All right. So Aditya is from Amravati in Maharashtra. So Aditya, I'm going to give you a star scenario.
Okay.
Okay, we'll have some fun. Okay, Aditya, we'll have some fun. So Aditya, you assume for the moment that you are sitting on an interview panel and you are not the interviewer, you are the interviewee.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So Mr. Aditya, I asked you to go to the top floor of this building. And I told you that please take the staircase to reach the top floor of the building. But when you reached the staircase, you found that the staircase was not working. So you took the lift. The moment you took the lift and went up on the third floor, the lift stopped. When you came out of the lift at the third floor and you wanted to take the staircase to reach the seventh floor of the building, you had some policeman there who said that, no, you cannot take the staircase here because there is some puja going on in the staircase. So you quickly ran down to the first floor and you found that the lift has again left you. And in this whole halla gulla, you forgot your CV, which you had left at the second floor. So you quickly ran up through the staircase on the second floor to pick up your CV and then once again take the lift. All right.
Okay.
So that's the if then else scenario that I have presented to you. All right. So now
Right.
my question to you, Aditya, is on which floor did you miss the lift and why?
I think it was at multiple occasions because I've like when there was the lift on the first floor, I went on the second floor to get my CV, and there was a confusion, so I could have missed it at any point of time.
Yeah, but in the story, there was a particular point where you missed the lift and because of which this entire problem started. All right, no worry, Aditya is still thinking about it. My idea is to give you an example of how do you create a star question and how do you create a if then else scenario and kind of confuse the person. But we are not trying to confuse the person. We are trying to test his comprehension skills, how much he can comprehend. So please remember, friends, that in today's world, change is permanent and change is happening at a super speed. So if the salesperson is not able to adapt to change, which means that his comprehension skills are poor, then I don't think he is going to hold you in good state in the long run. And that's why we are trying to test the comprehension skills. And comprehension skills can be tested out by asking a star question, as our guest faculty today, Mr. Jeet Vader, said, and also by creating if then else scenarios so that my salesperson is able to move forward. All right. So we have looked at three different skills. The first skill that we looked at is, can the salesperson ask questions, right? And then we looked at, so we started with, does the salesperson have the right attitude? Then we moved on to, does he have probing skills? So does he ask the right question? And then we moved on to comprehension skills. Fantastic. We are halfway through our Sales Ki Pathshala today, guys. I hope you're enjoying because I'm excited, super awesome, enjoying talking to all of you. If you are also enjoying the program, can you go to the chat box and write E? All right, can you go to the chat box and write E? All right, okay, all right. Oh my God, that's interesting. Everyone is enjoying the program. All right, thank you so much. I quickly take it forward. The next skill that I'm looking for in a salesman is storytelling skills. जी हाँ दोस्तों, एक अच्छा सेल्समैन हमेशा अच्छी कहानियां बताता है. क्या वो गलत कहानी बताता? No, I'm not advocating false stories. I'm not at all advocating false stories. एक अच्छा salesman is a good storyteller. And what are the kind of stories that a good salesperson tells? अगर मैं आपको बोलूं कि चलिए एक छोटा सा रोल प्ले करते हैं यहाँ पे. All right. Okay, let me talk to Nishchay Sinha. Nishchay. Nishchay, can you unmute yourself?
Good evening, Sanjay. Good evening.
Good evening, Nishchay. So I'm looking at storytelling skills and I'm looking at a scenario, Nishchay, where you have come to me and we are talking, I'm a customer and you are a sales manager for your company. And I tell you that Nishay, why should I deal with you? So I start my call, Nishay. I tell you that, okay, Nishay, can you tell me something about your company? Go ahead, Nishay. Mr. Sudhir
Yes.
Durukar, please put your video off. Thank you.
So I would say thank you for the call, sir. You should. Our company has been there in the industry for the past 27 years. We're into manufacturing of adhesive and sealants. We started with a small dining table and now we are at a 50 crore company. And we have been catering to almost everyone who is known in the market in terms of automobiles and everybody, automobiles, lighting industry. And we are there present everywhere. So
Fantastic.
why don't you want to?
Fantastic, Nishay. Fantastic. That's why Nishay is the vice president of Metlock Industries, which deals in adhesives. So storytelling skills is a very important skill for a salesperson. And how do you test the storytelling ability of a person? And I strongly advocate a picture study test. So see a picture for 1 minute and tell us a story that comes to your mind. Nothing in the story should be outside the picture. All right, so Nishay, your actual role play starts here. Can you
Okay.
see the picture on my screen?
Yes.
All right, so you have to tell me a story, not more than a minute. Nothing that you tell me should be outside the picture. Go ahead, Nishay.
So Sanjay, I was sitting after work one day in a lawn, just admiring the nature around me, and I was trying to, meditate when I was in the ground, and watching the birds and the trees, closing my eyes, and I was in my suit and tie after a long interview for the day, and things were going in my mind of what did I do right, what did I do wrong today, and how I could have done things better, and I was admiring the things, and how the birds are free, how could I have been more free with the customer, something like that. Okay.
All right, Nishay was doing great, but suddenly the bird came in, which is not there in
Yeah,
the
sorry.
picture.
Yeah.
But no problem, Nishay, you're doing great. The only thing is that your story doesn't have a conclusion and your story does not
Okay.
have a plot. So it's very important to have a plot in a story, but no problem. I'm just testing the storytelling ability. I'm not looking at a master storyteller. So friends, you understand how you would check that. You would give a picture to a salesman in an interview and ask the salesman to tell about the story. All right. And depending on the story, that's where, okay, Prashant Dongre says, very good story. Thank you, Prashant, for being a part of this. So storytelling skills, fourth skill that I'm looking in a sales manager. So let's move forward. Normally I give this Mona Lisa picture to a sales manager and I tell him that, can you tell me a story on Mona Lisa? So let's have Prashant Dongre. Prashant, can you unmute yourself and give me a story on this picture that you see on the screen?
My name is Mona Lisa. I'm actually not a real person, but I'm a painting, and I have been drawn by a very famous painter. Behind me is the scenery, which belongs to my hometown, and in the photo, I'm actually looking towards the painter, who is a very well-known painter in the world.
Fantastic, Prashant Dongre. I'm so happy with your story. Congratulations, friends. We are actually
Thanks.
not testing the storytelling skills of Prashant. We are just testing that as a SME owner, when you want to test the storytelling skills of the person sitting on the other side of the table, how do you go about it? Excellent. Thank you so much, Prashant, for that participation. So, Mr. Jeet Vader, do you think storytelling skill is an important attribute of a salesperson?
Absolutely. Yes.
And
So
do you have any other novel method of finding out his storytelling skills?
just by asking them examples,
All right.
how would they do a particular thing? So if you just want to understand if they have capability of handling pressure, so you can ask them, describe a stressful situation at work and how you handled it. Let them tell you what happened.
Fantastic.
Or
Fantastic.
if you just want to check your leadership potential, tell them, you can ask them, tell me about a time when you delegated a project to others effectively. So let them come up with what happened.
Wonderful. That's Jeet Vadir, pitchperfect.co.in, CEO, talking to all of you live as a fellow faculty together with me today. All right, let's move to the next skill set required in a salesman. And friends, those of you who have joined me late, what are we doing today? We are doing Sales Ki Pathshala on the topic, how to conduct a good sales interview and what should you look for in a good salesperson. Fantastic. The next skill set I'm looking forward in a salesperson is hunger for success. That's very, very important for me. Bharat Thakral bhai, please put your video off. Please put your video off, Bharat bhai. Thank you. So hunger for success is very important. क्योंकि सेल्स एक ऐसी कला है जिसमें अनजान के तरफ जाना पड़ता है. I have to go to the area of unknown. So if I'm not hungry for success, and आप में से लोग बोलेंगे यार hungry for success तो पूरी दुनिया है. Of course, the whole world is hungry for success. But are you so hungry that you are ready to cross this mountain over to the other side with your brilliant idea in your hand? Can you see the picture there? This man on the picture is a very hungry man. He has got a brilliant idea with him, which is denoted by this bulb. And he's trying to cross over from one side of the mountain to the other side on a thin line like that. That's the hunger that I need in my salesman. So the question here is, how do you check the hunger in a salesperson? क्या वो देखने में बड़ा गरीब दिखेगा या क्या उसकी कान की साइज थोड़ी बड़ी रहेगी? नहीं, ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं होगा. So how do you look for how hungry the person is on the other side of the table? और हमारे बीच में इन 75 लोगों में जो Zoom में हैं, बहुत सारे काबिल लोग बैठे हैं. Mr. P.K. Jain, can you please unmute yourself, Mr. P.K. Jain?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. P.K. Jain, can you quickly introduce yourself for the benefit of the audience?
मेरा नाम प्रदीप जैन है, मैं रांची से हूं और पीएमपी के वेल्थ एडवाइजर्स बोल करके म्यूचुअल फंड एंड इंश्योरेंस प्रोडक्ट्स बेचने की एक फर्म को चलाता हूं.
All right, so Mr. Pradeep Jain, you're welcome. He's a very modest man. He is one of the top 10 mutual fund agencies in the country, and he's based out of Ranchi in Jharkhand. PMPK Wealth Advisors. Wonderful. So, Mr. Jain, I'm sure you must have interviewed a lot of salespeople in your life till now. How do you look at whether the person is hungry or not? इसका मापदंड क्या है? कैसे पता करते हैं आप?
जी, सबसे पहले मैं उसके बैकग्राउंड को देखता हूं कि उसका नीड क्या है और फिर मैं ये देखता हूं कि वो जिंदगी में कहां पहुंचना चाहता है, किस पोजीशन को हासिल करना चाहता है और उसका सेल्फ स्टीम का लेवल क्या है, वो अपने आप में कितना प्राइड फील करता है, कितना कॉन्फिडेंट फील करता है और उसके बैकग्राउंड के अंदर में जो उसके फैमिली एंड पेरेंटल बैकग्राउंड है उसके अंदर में लॉयल्टी या स्टिकीनेस या टिके रहने की कितनी क्षमता है. इन सारी चीजों को देख करके मैं समझ पाता हूं कि वो सक्सेसफुल होगा या नहीं होगा.
Okay, Mr. Pradeep Jain, thank you so much for your response there. But आपके जवाब से मुझे ऐसा लगता है सर, एक संदेह दिमाग में आता है सर, कि क्या ये जरूरी है कि एक अच्छा सेल्समैन किसी गरीब परिवार का हो? क्योंकि जब आप उसकी बैकग्राउंड चेक करते हैं, मान लीजिए उसकी बैकग्राउंड अमीर है, मान लीजिए बड़े अमीर खानदान का है, तो क्या वो अच्छा सेल्समैन नहीं हो सकता?
जी, यदि मैं ब्लैंक आदमी को जिसने कुछ भी नहीं पहले से सीखा हुआ है तो मैं उसके अपने सिस्टम के वैल्यूज को, अपनी पॉलिसीज को, अपने तरीके को उसके अंदर में बहुत आसानी से डाल सकता हूं. और यदि वो पहले से बहुत एक्सपर्ट है तो वो मेरी ऑफिस के फिलॉसफी को फॉलो नहीं करेगा, अपना दिमाग को लगाएगा. और जिस तरीके के सेल्समैन की आप बात कर रहे हैं वो बहुत फास्ट स्विच कर जाता है और मुझे एक सेल्समैन को बनाने में 3 से 4 साल लगते हैं और मैं उससे 10 से 15 साल अपने साथ जरूर रखना चाहता हूं. तो एक बैकग्राउंड कमजोर होने से एक एटीट्यूड ऑफ ग्रेटिट्यूड उसके अंदर में बना रहता है कि वी हैव क्रिएटेड हिम एंड ही शुड पे बैक टू अस, स्टिक विद अस.
थैंक यू सो मच मिस्टर जैन. बहुत मजा आता है. रांची झारखंड से जैन साहब हैं, अमरावती से आदित्य डागा से बात हुई थी और भी बहुत सारे लोग. आई थिंक वी हैव पीपल फ्रॉम अक्रॉस द कंट्री एंड इट्स सुपर ऑसम टू बी टॉकिंग टू ऑल ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स. Mr. Jeet Vadir, my guest faculty today, what do you think about hunger for success? How do you measure the hunger for success in a salesperson sitting across on the table? How do you do that, Jeet?
For me, it's very simple. You know, when a salesperson, if he's asking me questions about salary, he's not sales hungry. But if he's asking me questions about incentive, he's trying to understand the incentive structure. What is the potential of his earning if he performs good? That means he is hungry.
Fantastic. That's a very good insight, Jeet. Thank you so much. तो अगर सेल्समैन बार बार आपको इंटरव्यू में सैलरी के बारे में पूछ रहा है तो ही इज सैलरी हंग्री. अगर वो इंसेंटिव के बारे में पूछ रहा है इसका मतलब ही इज परफॉर्मेंस हंग्री. Do I understand you correctly, Jeet?
Absolutely.
Super awesome, Jeet. Super awesome. Thank you so much for that response. Let me also ask some other people in the room. Mr. Dipesh Ajmera. Dipesh, can you unmute yourself? Dipesh, am I audible? No, Dipesh is not responding. All right, let me go to someone else. All right, can I look at... Okay, Mr. Shankar, can we talk to you, Mr. Shankar?
Yes,
Yes, good evening, Mr. Shankar.
very good evening.
Quick introduction for the people to know you.
Yeah, thank you. Myself, Shankar. I am from Bangalore, working for a company called Chems Forgings and Chems Auto Components.
All right, thank you very much, Shankar, for coming into the program. I'm sure you handle a lot of sales managers and you interview a lot of sales managers. How do you check the hunger for success in sales managers?
Hunger for success is purely driven by their attitude, number one. Are they looking at each and every aspect in the positive attitude, or in the finding reasons for any negative if it happens? Always,
so-
even the negative, you have to see the positive things.
So that might give you his attitude, but I'm saying that how do you look for the hunger for success? All right, Shankar, I give you some
Yeah.
time to think. Please think as to how exactly do you measure the hunger for success. Let me quickly run around Mr. Satish Kashyap. Satish, can you hear me? Mr. Satish Kashyap? No, Satish cannot hear me. Okay. Let me quickly run around Mr. Vishal Umalkar. Vishal, can you hear me? Vishal is not there. Mr. Sanjay Sharma. People are fearing to come online. All right, no Wally. Hunger for success, friends. For me, hunger for success is a great thing that Jeet Vadir just said, that is he asking questions about incentives? For me, personally, I've spent 38 years of my life into sales. Whenever a salesman is very clear as to how he's going to make his first lakh of rupees or first 50 lakh of rupees or first crore of rupees, I say that he is hungry for success. Success is not determined by what you have. Hunger for success is determined by how ready you are for achieving your success. Hunger for success is determined by how ready you are to achieve your success. And when I ask a salesman that how much money do you have? And if the salesman gives whatever answer, and then I say that when do you think that you can earn your first crore of rupees? And if the salesman tells me that, sir, I'm going to earn my first crore of rupees after 5 years, and then I quickly ask that, do you have a plan for earning that? And if he gives me a kind of plan, I know that this bugger has been thinking about it. I know that this person is hungry for success. So that's the way I look at hunger for success. Jeet taught us another way of how to look at hunger for success. And I'm sure if any one of you has any other way, please put that in the chat box. All right, I have a lot of questions in the chat box here. Let me quickly go through the questions. Nishchay Sinha asked me a question. How much of skill of Jugaad is important in sales? And how do you measure it? All right, so Jugaad, okay, there's a very good book also called Jugaad. So Jugaad is a very, very, very important skill set required. But a lot of times Jugaad is misunderstood as doing something which is not the right path. All right. So for me, anyone who has got good comprehension skills and anyone who has got good probing skills will also do a good jugaad, right? So I don't treat separate skill niche. If someone has probing skills and comprehension skills, the jugaad will be good. All right, let me quickly answer this question. Prashant Dogre, ask the candidate, if you are hired, what will be your action plan for the next 90 days? All right, Prashant has given an option there that if you ask the customer client a plan for next 90 days, or rather the salesman a plan for next 90 days, you might get some inputs. Thank you, Prashant, for that. Mr. Pradeep Jain, should we cultivate salespeople or should we hire trained and scaled? All right, Pradeep has a very important question. Should we cultivate salespeople or should we hire trained people? And my answer to that is, in all my life, I have always preferred to hire trained sales managers, but fresh salespersons. What do I mean by that? जहां पे बंदे को मार्केट में दौड़ना है, जहां मार्केट में घूमना है, जहां मार्केट में स्निफिंग करनी है, वहां मुझे फ्रेश आदमी चाहिए ताकि मैं उसको अपने हिसाब से सिखा सकूं. But people who are at the top, who are trying to run the show, who are trying to manage sales, should be trained people. So Pradeep Jain, if I have answered your question, Jed, give me a yes on the chat box. All right. Okay, Jeet has already given a reply to Pradeep Jain. Training is a long-term journey. All right, very good. Thank you very much for that, Jeet. Okay, there's a question from Plastic Surge, and Jeet, can you take this question for me? How much target we have to achieve in the first quarter, and what is the current existing scenario of business? That's the question from Plastic Surge. Jeet Vader, can you please reply that? इनका कहना है कि फर्स्ट क्वार्टर में कितनी टारगेट की अचीवमेंट ली जाए ताकि एग्जिस्टिंग सिनेरियो ऑफ बिजनेस अच्छा चलेगा. जीत,
ये क्वेश्चन में थोड़ा I would like to get some clarity. How much target we have to achieve in the first quarter? So is this
all right? Very good. Plastic Surge, can you unmute yourself and give your question?
So can you be more clear? Is this you are asking
Sure.
the question or you are giving this information?
Right. Mr. Plastic Surge, can you please unmute yourself? All right. I think Plastic Surge doesn't want to come online. All right. So that's all the question that we are done. Let's move forward. 10 more minutes into the webinar today. And I just want to move forward to these two skill sets required. Computer literacy, highly recommended. Do not take a sales manager who has got pure computer literacy. Because आने वाले दिन में computer literacy तो लगेगा दोस्तों. Without computer literacy, things will not work. Language skills. अब यहाँ बहुत मजे की बात है क्योंकि अक्सर देखा जाता है कि जब सेल्समैन बहुत अच्छी अंग्रेजी बोलता है तो हम बहुत इम्प्रेस हो जाते हैं. And I want to ask this question to Mr. Jeet Vader. Jeet, our guest faculty today, CEO pitchperfect.co.in. Jeet, do you feel that great command over English will make you a great salesperson?
Well, I feel that effective communication is more important. You know, yes, English is a language, but not everybody speaks English. But if you have effective communication skills, if you know how to probe your customer, how to convince them and get their commitment, that will do the job. Yes.
Fantastic. So that means that this whole drama about अंग्रेजी आती है कि नहीं, अंग्रेजी अच्छा क्यों नहीं है, this is all useless drama, right?
It's not useless. It is an added advantage. It's an added advantage, because sometimes, if we are meeting C-level people, CEOs and CIOs, they prefer talking in English. So you need to have that communication skill sets. You should not ignore it. But it does not mean that if you don't have this, you can't be a salesperson.
Fantastic. So recommended as per work profile is what I have written on the screen. Language is important, but अंग्रेजी के साथ कुछ खास लगाव है हम भारतीयों का. हमें ऐसा लगता है कि सामने वाले को अंग्रेजी नहीं आती तो वो सेल्समैन नहीं बन सकता. मैं इसके बहुत खिलाफ हूं दोस्तों, क्योंकि ठीक है डिपेंडिंग ऑन द वर्क प्रोफाइल अगर बहुत जरूरत है, बट समझिए कि भारत में 70% लोग अंग्रेजी बोलते नहीं है लेकिन सुनते जरूर हैं और बड़ा प्रभावित होते हैं अंग्रेजी सुनकर. तो इट्स नॉट सो एसेंशियल. अगर मेरे पास अगर so Jeet, I just have this small question for you. Jeet, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
So let's assume that I have got a candidate who has got very good probing skills, who has got very good comprehension skills, but who does not know English at all. But उसकी effective communication है, हिंदी में अच्छी बात कर लेता है और गुजराती अच्छी बोल लेता है और गुजरात की बात तो क्या उसे इस बात से मैं रिजेक्ट कर दूं कि उसे अंग्रेजी नहीं आती?
बिल्कुल नहीं। आपको ये समझना है कि आपके प्रोस्पेक्ट कौन है, टारगेट कस्टमर्स कौन है और वो कौन सी लैंग्वेज प्रेफर करते हैं। जैसे आपने बोला गुजरात में के लिए हायर करना है, तो गुजरात में अगर आप जाएंगे तो इवन द डायरेक्टर लेवल पीपल प्रेफर स्पीकिंग इन गुजराती, राइट? सो irrespective of the fact whether he knows English or not, if he has good communication skills, effective communication skills, you should go ahead and hire him, because your target audience prefers speaking in Gujarati, local language, which is more important.
All right, thank you so much, Jeet, there. So don't get stuck up on language, friends. Look at your target audience. Ask yourself, what does the target audience want? And then decide the importance of English. And this is the last question which I always ask every sales manager. What does he want? Why does he want to make sales as his career? I always ask this question to a sales manager, a prospective sales manager. Why does he want to make sales as his career? And all of you know that most of us in sales have come to sales not because of choice, but we have been forced to get into sales. I didn't get into sales as forced. I started my career with Eureka Forbes in the first team of Eureka Forbes. So I came into sales by choice. But I know for sure that many salespeople come into sales because they were pushed into this profession. No problem. ये एक ऐसा प्रोफेशन है जहां हर आदमी वेलकम है, लेकिन हर आदमी यहां टिक नहीं सकता। तो वेलकम जरूर है। तो why does he want to make a sales as his career? This is the question which I ask salespeople. And when I ask this question, which of these three answers does he give me? Does he tell me that given the circumstances, this is the only option for making it big? Or does he give me the answer that this is the career which will give the fastest growth? Or does he say that what are the possibilities of growth in sales career? अगर उस बंदे का जवाब इन तीन जवाबों में से अलग है, अगर वो बोलता है कि सर और कोई नौकरी नहीं मिली इसलिए सेल्स में आ गया, या अगर वो बोलता है कि सर पापा बहुत तंग कर रहे हैं कि पैसे कमाओ, जब तक दूसरी कोई नौकरी नहीं मिलती सेल्स कर लेता हूं, या अगर वो बोलता है कि सर दूसरी नौकरी खोज रहा हूं, जैसे ही कोई बड़ा बाबू का नौकरी मिल जाएगा तो मैं सेल्स की नौकरी छोड़ दूंगा, इस तरह के जवाब देने वाले लोग, guys please be on mute, please put yourself on mute, I'm just meeting you centrally, okay. So इस तरह के जवाब देने वाले लोगों का सेल्स में गुजारा नहीं है. So always ask this question to the salesperson you're trying to interview, and if he gives you one of these three questions as an answer, be rest assured that you're talking to the right person. So my ideal salesperson, सेल्स की पाठशाला का समय खत्म हो रहा है, 4 मिनट बचे हैं मेरे पास. मेरा आइडियल सेल्स पर्सन का रेसिपी, सो सबसे ऊपर में है राइट एटीट्यूड. यस, आई डेफिनेटली नीड अ पर्सन विद द राइट एटीट्यूड. और मैंने आपको बताया कि एटीट्यूड को कैसे टेस्ट करेंगे. कोई बच्चा बीच में रो रहा है, प्लीज अपने आप को म्यूट पे रखिए, थैंक यू. सो हंगर, नो फियर ऑफ अननोन. मैं जिससे बात कर रहा हूं अगर उसके अंदर फियर ऑफ अननोन नहीं है, मैं कुछ भी इम्पॉसिबल टास्क देता हूं वो करना चाहता है, कर पाता है कि नहीं अलग बात है, लेकिन करना चाहता है. उसके अंदर एडेप्शन और कॉम्प्रिहेंशन स्किल्स हैं और वो स्टोरी टेलिंग करता है. सो राइट एटीट्यूड विथ हंगर, फियर ऑफ अननोन, adaptation comprehension skills and storytelling skills. I am sitting with a great salesman. Go for it, friends. That's the right person to go for. And let me just quickly check. Is there any new question in the chat box? All right. Okay, great. Rama Subramaniam should know local language. Okay, thank you, Rama. सो एक कैविएट है दोस्तों, आखिरी में एक कैविएट आपके सामने रख रहा हूं, डू नॉट मिक्स अप अ सेल्स पर्सन विद अ सेल्स मैनेजर। अक्सर हम सबको सेल्समैन ही बोलते हैं। सेल्स पर्सन और सेल्स मैनेजर में थोड़ी सी फर्क है। सेल्स मैनेजर इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू मैनेज अ टीम ऑफ सेल्समैन, राइट? तो अभी तक जो हम चर्चा कर रहे थे, हम सेल्स पर्सन की बात कर रहे थे। आइए एक स्लाइड के अंदर सेल्स मैनेजर के भी प्रॉपर्टीज देख लेते हैं। सेल्स मैनेजर में अंदर सेलिंग स्किल्स तो होनी चाहिए, तो अभी तक जितनी बातें की वो होनी चाहिए, बट सेलिंग स्किल्स के साथ ही शुड अंडरस्टैंड सेल्स फनल मैनेजमेंट स्किल्स। जी हाँ दोस्तों, सेल्स एक फनल के हिसाब से चलती है, तो कोई भी अगर आप सेल्स मैनेजर को चुन रहे हैं तो उसके अंदर सेल्स फनल मैनेजमेंट के गुण होनी चाहिए, उसके अंदर लीडरशिप स्किल्स होनी चाहिए, और उसके अंदर सेलिंग स्किल्स होनी चाहिए। और लीडर स्किल से चेक करने का एक ही तरीका है, डू एज आई डू, डू एज आई से। दो तरह के लोग होते हैं दुनिया में दोस्तों, एक होता है जो बोलता है मैं जैसा बोलता हूं वैसा करो, और दूसरा होता है जो बोलता है मैं जैसा करके दिखाता हूं वैसा करो। और मेरे लिए सेल्स लीडर वो दूसरा आदमी है जो बोलता है मैं जैसा करके दिखाता हूं वैसा करो। तो सेल्स मैनेजर के अंदर लीडरशिप गुण, सेलिंग स्किल्स एंड सेल्स फनल मैनेजमेंट स्किल्स तीनों होनी चाहिए। और आज हम सेल्स मैनेजर की चर्चा नहीं कर रहे थे, हम आज चर्चा कर रहे थे सेल्स मैन की नियुक्ति की, सिलेक्शन की। सो दोस्तों, समय बड़ा बेवफा है, हमेशा खत्म हो जाता है समय से। टाइम ऑलवेज फिनिशेस ऑफ and we are sitting towards the end of today's Sales Ki Pathshala. And to conclude the program today, the finer points required in a salesman to be selected, what is more important is what are the techniques that you employ to look for the right skill sets in the person. So friends, as we come towards the end of today's program, on behalf of all of you, I take this opportunity to specially thank Mr. Jeet Vadher. Mr. Jeet, thank you so much for taking out your valuable time and sharing your thoughts with all of us. You are most welcome, and please keep connected, stay connected with us. Jeet, any final comments that you'd like to say as we are towards the end of the program today?
Thank you, Sanjay, for inviting me in this meet today. And I would just like to conclude with, if you're hiring a salesperson, look for skills and attitude both. Both are equally important.
All right, so final closing statement from Mr. Jeet Vadher there. सिर्फ स्किल हुआ काम नहीं चलेगा, सिर्फ एटीट्यूड हुआ तो भी काम नहीं चलेगा, दोनों का ऑप्टिमाइज्ड मिक्स होना चाहिए. All right, fantastic. Thank you very much, Jeet, for your precious time. So friends, for all those of you who have come to Sales Ki Pathshala for the first time, let me tell you that Sales Ki Pathshala is conducted every Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. So those of you who are here for the first time, remember to log on to webinar 4 to 5 p.m. every Wednesday. We have been doing it since 2017. We have not missed a single Wednesday. And the program on the upcoming Wednesday is, and this is the program on 12th of August. The topic of the program is ideal customer profile. जी हाँ दोस्तों, एक सेल्समैन को बहुत जरूरी है जानना that what is his ideal customer profile. अगर उसे अपने आइडियल कस्टमर प्रोफाइल के बारे में नहीं पता होगा तो वो एक मक्खी की तरह हमेशा मिठाई के चारों तरफ भिनभिनाते रहेगा, लेकिन पूरी मिठाई उसको कभी नसीब नहीं आएगी. So let's meet up tomorrow on the next Wednesday, 12th August, 4 to 5 p.m. to talk on this topic. What is the ideal customer profile? And we will have a special guest of faculty on next Wednesday. His name is Mr. Prashant Dongare. He is also called Prad. He has recently written a book on B2B selling, and we have invited him all the way from Qatar. He is based out of Qatar. He's going to be our guest faculty next Wednesday. The topic is ideal customer profile. With those few words, ladies and gentlemen, I bring an end to this program. And I would request all of you to put your videos on now. Can I request all of you to put your videos on? And yes, thank you so much. Please put your videos on. And if any one of you has any questions left which you would like to ask, Please feel free to post your questions, and it will be a great honor to answer them. We are already sitting on 2 minutes past 5, but I'm sure we can take 3-4 questions there live from all of you. All right, so anyone who has a question? I don't see anyone raising their hands. All right.
Sanjay Kaushik here.
Yes, Kaushik Sutone. Yes, Kaushik, go ahead.
So when we interview a salesperson, do we look for 5 years experience or last 2 years experience is more relevant? How much weightage do you give to this period of experience?
All right, so I would give you my answer, but let me also ask Jeet for his answer because he specializes in recruitments. Jeet?
Well, it totally depends upon what industry you are hiring for. A. B. It does not matter sometimes, whether you are hiring whether a person has 2-year experience or 5-year experience. Does he have the knowledge even after working for 5 years? Has he been able to close deals even after working for 5 years? So these are the questions that you should ask for a 2-year person and a 5-year person also. Does he have the capability to close deals?
Thank you very much, Jeet. There, thank you very much. मैं
So
मजाक
more
में
experience.
बोलता हूँ,
Yeah.
मजाक में मैं बोलता हूँ कौशिक कि बंदूक लेके कितने सालों से घूम रहा है ये इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, कत्ल कितने किए हैं उसने ये गिनिए और समझिए कि कितने बार उन्होंने उनका क्लोजिंग एक्सपीरियंस क्या रहा है, उनका ऑर्डर बुकिंग एक्सपीरियंस क्या रहा है, what are the kind of customer insights he has got into the market. That's more important. Number of years just means that he has been earning salary for so many years. So thank you very much, Jeet, for that answer. And I see Shrikant has a raised hand. Mr. Shrikant, please put your question. Shrikant, एक बार unmute कर लीजिए अपने आप को.
Sir, just I want to know that sometimes we received some resumes which are showing 25 years experience, but when we see his resumes, we find that he's work in 8 companies, 9 companies during a short period of 1 year, 2 years. So whether it is work to take the candidate?
All right, Jeet.
Sometimes people, when they keep on hopping jobs, they have legitimate reasons also. So if you think, the person has the capability, you can interview them, and ask them for the reason also of changing. I myself had changed, 8-9 companies. So, but that does not mean that I'm not capable enough of performing. So reasons जानने बहुत जरूरी है अगर आपको लगता है ये कैंडिडेट हमारे काम का है.
Yeah, reasons.
All right, thank you very much, Jeet. Thank you very much, Shrikant. I think the summary is that although it is an indication that he has changed a lot of jobs, so it's an indication of a vacillating nature. But what Jeet suggests, and I agree, that it's an important thing to ask questions and cross-check as to is he really a vacillating types, और जैसे हमारे हिंदी में बोलते हैं कि उसका bad luck ही खराब था.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, there is some more question. I can see Anurag raising his hand. Yes, Anurag.
Yeah, hi Sanjay. This is Anurag. Obviously, you know me. We make films. I wanted to know, other than inviting resumes and attracting applications, because we feel, and I think it's pretty general that a lot of them who keep on applying are not necessarily the brightest candidate. And so how important it is as to getting applications and CVs versus finding and picking candidates over social media, if there is any set method to that.
All right, I for one always select people when I see them in action.
Yes.
So I believe very less in CVs and across the table. But let's ask Jeet. Jeet, what are your views on this?
I'll say that you should hunt for the right people. So, okay. These days, there are so many options available. You have so many job portals available. Right. So you can just not by posting it, you can have access to database also. You can filter, people who match the requirement, and again interview those few people who you think are eligible for your work. And yes, LinkedIn is always there. You come to know, people who are looking job. LinkedIn is the best place to look for if it's a B2B sales that you are in.
Right.
Thank
So
you.
Anurag, that's a great question. Let's take one more last question. I can see Ramal Subramaniam raising his hand there. Yes, Rama, the last question from you before we close.
Yeah, Sanjay, good evening and good evening all. Like, thank you for giving me an opportunity. Sanjay, though this is a question I understand, there may not be a ready answer. I just wanted to know, like, how do you handle sales, products or services with a long sales cycle in this COVID situation? This is my question.
All right. So it's slightly away from the topic today, Rama, but yes, products with a longer sales cycle or a shorter sales cycle has nothing to do with COVID, because COVID doesn't increase the length of the sales cycle or doesn't decrease the length of the sales cycle. Whatever process that you follow in closing your sales remains the same. In that process, whichever aspect of the process where you need to go out, I think that is restricted these days. But other than that, the entire process is in control. We can discuss more of that offline because that's not the topic today, Rama. Thank you for your question. If
No,
there's
but customer
any
may
other
be,
question,
not willing.
yeah, Rama, we can discuss that offline because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not the topic today. Yeah, thank you. Any other question? I don't see any raised hand. So, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Okay, Rajiv Veloor, I can see your finger up there. Yes, Rajiv, can you quickly introduce yourself so that people know you and then your question?
Hi, good evening, everybody. I work with Chems Forging, colleague of Shankar, who spoke some time back. I manage their HR. One thing which I would definitely look at in any salesperson is the scalability. How big can the salesperson think? Is he thinking just one particular product or one particular segment, or can he think little differently than everybody else out there in the field? That's one thing that I definitely will look for. And that, as far as me, makes a very good salesperson. If he can think length, breadth, as well as the height, all three are more important. Thank you, sir.
Fantastic. Vital inputs there from Mr. Rajiv Veloor, who's himself the General Manager of HR at Chems Forging. So thank you very much, friends. It's so nice to see all of you joining in this program from across the country, coming over to talk on a topic in sales. I am always super excited to be talking to all of you every Wednesday, 4 to 5 p.m. Don't forget to patch on next Wednesday, 4 o'clock. The topic is Ideal Customer Profile. For now, Jeet Vaded, thank you very much once again for joining us, and all those of you who are there in the program. My very sincere namaskar to all of you. Take good care of yourselves. Keep on washing your hands and don't ignore COVID-19. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.